If I took this whole bottle of pills, will I ever wake up? When I was a child, I didn't realize what it meant that I preferred to play jacks or jump rope with the girls instead of playing football with the boys. All I understood was that I liked the things that girls like. When we played house, I always wanted to be the mom or the daughter. I just preferred the girls' roles because that was what felt right to me. In high school, I was in an all-boys school, and I was lucky enough to meet some friends that felt like me. It brought me closer to what I wanted to be. I wanted my body to be as close as possible to what it means to be a woman, so I started taking hormone pills. I also secretly kept buying girls' clothes. I was really happy. But as easy as it came, my happiness was quickly taken away once my mom found my hormone pills in girls' clothes. She was furious. She couldn't understand. She couldn't understand why I couldn't be a good son to her. She asked me over and over again, "Why are you like this? Why are you taking these pills? Why are you not like the other boys?" How could I answer these questions? After that, I started believing that if I was no longer around, my family would probably be much happier than they are now. And then I realized I was never going to be able to be happy being how I want to be. It was so overwhelming. I wanted to end my life that day. I had no one on my side. I was really alone. So when I picked up the bottle of pills, I looked at it and wondered, if I finished this whole bottle, would I just fall asleep and never wake up? And then I thought, if I never really woke back up again, will they care? I kept thinking and thinking, and all the while crying so hard. I guess I was exhausted, because I passed out before I could decide anything. Not long after that, my mom made an appointment with a psychiatrist for me. I think she hoped that the psychiatrist would convince me to be like every other boy as she imagined. When I was there, the psychiatrist asked my parents to stay outside while she spoke with me alone. She asked me, "How long have you known you felt this way?" I answered without even a moment's hesitation. Since I can remember, I've always wanted to play with the girls, but I never liked girls. I just wanted to be a girl. After that, the psychiatrist asked me to wait outside while she spoke with my parents. When they came out, my father walked towards me and hugged me. It was the very first time I ever saw him cry. My mother was also emotional. She said to me, "Okay, let's go home." In that moment, I felt so ashamed of what I am, so I decided that I had to change myself. I didn't want to hurt them anymore. I stopped taking the hormone pills and I threw out all of my girls' clothes. But I knew even then that on the inside nothing had changed. But at least it was a burden only I will bear. I spent the rest of my high school years quite happy because school was the only place I could really be myself. I was always happy and cheerful and funny when I was in school. But when I was at home, I was quiet and I kept to myself in my room. It's not that I was angry or that I hated my parents. I really loved them so much. I just didn't want to hurt them again. I lived my life quite normal. I finished college and I started working. I forgot about everything that happened in high school. But at some point, it came back to me again. I couldn't sleep, I was stressed and irritable. I felt sick and tired of everything. And there was this lingering question that kept popping up in my head. Where is the happiness in life? But I just couldn't find the answer to it. One day I went to my cousin's wedding up country. It was nice, because I got to see a lot of relatives I hadn't seen for so long. After the ceremony, we all sat together celebrating and catching up with lots of laughs. I also got to see my aunt that I normally see only once or twice a year. When she's in town, she usually stays with me, and every time we see each other, she asks me the same questions. How are you? How's work? Have you been eating enough? Etc. But this time I saw her, she asked me a set of very different questions. Questions she'd never asked me before. How are your parents handling how you are? Do you feel uncomfortable? They may seem like obvious questions, but their impact was so powerful. It just opened up the floodgates. It was as if it was just waiting for someone to ask, for someone to care. I bursted out into tears. I was crying so hard I could hardly breathe. Honey, whatever you want to be, whatever you want to do, you can tell me. When you're with me, you can be anything you want to be. After she said that, we talked for hours and hours. I could finally pour out all of the emotions that I had closed off for so many years. They were feelings that I had hidden so far away inside me, I didn't even remember what they felt like anymore. Maybe I didn't want to remember what they felt like anymore. Who do I want to be? Is the person that I am today who I am? These questions just slowly faded away with time. I told her I wanted to be a woman, but some things just aren't possible. She told me that she understood, and that she had known all along what was happening. Every time there was a problem, your father would call me and tell me everything. You know when you wanted to commit suicide? He knew about it, but he didn't know what to do about it. So he called me and I told him just to stay calm. Honey, he loves you so much. He just doesn't know how to help you. But he's always telling me how worried he is of you. Her words brought more tears to my eyes and made me realize a lot of things. After that, we talked some more, and it really made us see things from a new perspective. Then one of my relatives told me that when I get back to the city, I should go and try it with them. Try dressing like a woman. And then she said that maybe my mind would finally be put at ease. I think that in all the time that passed, I must have forgotten about myself. I had forgotten about what made me happy as a kid in my most innocent and genuine state. I could never answer the question that haunted me all my life. Where is the happiness in life? Not until the day finally came. The day that I was going to dress like a woman. To tell you the truth, I felt so shy dressed that way because every part of my body looked like a man. I felt self-conscious and unfamiliar, but I can't remember when the last time it was that I felt so happy. My relatives gave me endless support and encouragement. It was one of the happiest days of my life. Okay, now that you've done it, how does it feel? Do you like it? I answered, I am so happy. The happiest I have ever been, but I don't think I could do it every day. I don't think I could live my life normally this way. Well, honey, if you want to wear it, just tell me and I will bring it over. I really wanted to thank her for bringing back the happiness I had lost so long ago. I finally had the answer to the question that had been in my mind for so long. Where is the happiness in life? What would I tell the girl that's been hiding inside me for 30 years? I would tell her, I'm sorry. I'm sorry I can't bring you out to reality. I'm sorry I've hidden you for so long. I can't even describe how much I love being you. But I really can't bring you out to life, even though I would love nothing more than for the world to see you. I'm sorry I'm not brave enough to bring you to life. But I would still thank you. Thank you for staying with me, staying deep in my heart, and always being there for me. And I promise we will see each other again. This was based on a true story. Thank you for sharing your inspiring story with us.